Foo Fighters.
That's correct. It's KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. We'll get you news in a moment. Kick off a brand new hour as we unload Go Together. Get you into a just added an additional Imagine Dragons Hollywood Bowl show. We'll get you into that show at some point coming up next hour. Also got you No Values tickets later this morning as well. You can always join us on the phone. People on for a variety of reasons. The number is 800-520-1067. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
What can we do for you?
Yeah, I just wanted to call in and let you guys know that you're connecting with my 4-year-old toddler. He told me that you were talking mean about Allie's crazy rash face.
So even a 4-year-old understands that Allie's covered in a gross poo rash?
No, that it's not nice
Yes.
what you're saying about my face.
It is not nice, but 4-year-olds do understand, yes.
Finally.
And they understand that you're being mean to Allie.
Does the 4-year-old listen to the show on a regular basis?
Yes, he does. Say hi. Hi.
Do you think this show is on the same mental level as you?
Yes.
Great.
Okay, there we go. And do you think that my face is gross and yucky?
Yes.
Hey,
You're a smart kid.
would you still like to meet me?
No.
Well, thank you for listening to the show, and thank you for raising your kid right.
I love you guys. Have a good morning.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. News you can't use.
Kids are brutally honest, Al. You got to accept it.
We
The
did
good
learn
and,
that yesterday.
good and the bad.
All right, let's start with male birth control. When will it exist, and will men use it? Apparently, the newest trials for male birth control are proving to be working, and it appears to be safe and effective so far. By the way,
the trial.
Jake is
crushing it.
crushing it in the male birth control trial.
It is forced abstinence.
It's called celibacy.
He is doing the best. You're winning it. You're winning it, Jake. You are winning it.
Well, you're right, Jake, in that it's not a pill, but this is a gel that guys would rub on their back and shoulders every morning instead of taking a pill. And some of the guys that have done
It's like
it...
the flea medicine I give my dog. Same exact
put
thing.
it right on your scruff.
You have to put it right there on the back. Let it soak in.
Yeah, so they
Is
would...
it effective immediately, or do you have to do it every day? So
I think it's similar to a birth control pill where you have to take it consistently for it to work. It's not like you can just do it right before you have sex and suddenly it's...
because it feels like the rubbing of the gel is already kind of sensual. Puts you right in the mood.
Well, you're doing it on yourself.
That's so?
You put it on the wrong part.
Yeah. It's rubbing it all the wrong part.
Of course, guys would be like, this is hot.
Yeah, it's something about it.
It's like, God. So in the trials, a lot of the guys that used it said that it was super easy and that they would absolutely keep doing it. There were some slight side effects like upper back acne and possible weight gain.
Yee. That's going to get in the way. That's going to be the real birth control.
And weight gain will be the real birth control.
Yeah,
that's
that's
right.
terrible. Those are bad side effects.
I wonder if rubbing something on your shoulders and back is more convenient than taking a pill. And it's
Definitely
probably
not.
going to...
Taking a pill is way easier.
Yeah, there's
I was
nothing-
just thinking, man, rubbing everything on there, that's a lot of work.
There's nothing
then letting it
easier.
dry
The
and-
pill is the easiest. What are we
Yeah.
doing here? Do we not have the technology?
There must be.
It's got to be there, right? Or like a little cork or something?
I mean, I think it's about the chemical or whatever. The cream is supposed to seep into your skin and then like block your sperm.
Just feels like, why are you
I don't
starting
really
so
know.
high on the body? The sperm's so low. Why are we rubbing the cream? It just seems like an unnecessary middleman. Why are you putting that on the
should
shoulders?
Be in the next trial.
I'll
Rub it on
happily-
your balls and see what happens.
I'll try it out. I guess the downside is if you agree to be in these trials, I guess you could end up with a kid if they didn't figure it out
or
yet.
back knee.
Or way worse than a kid. Back knee.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
And if that doesn't go away, then you're screwed. All right, nothing says 2007 like Abercrombie and Fitch. Back when malls were thriving and people were wearing collared shirts with the collar up, Abercrombie and Fitch ruled the world, and then it made some crucial mistakes and kind of went downhill. But now Abercrombie is back, baby. Their earnings are up 19%, and they show no signs of slowing down. They first off donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to inclusive charities, which kind of canceled out all the horrible things that they had been doing
I
years
thought,
before.
didn't you used to work there and they made you go in the overnight hours and work in the back stock room?
That's part of why they went under, was because they were only hiring hot white people, and then they would make all the ugly people and the people who weren't white work in the stock room or work overnight shifts.
And you were all
And I
excited
was
because
both.
you got hired. And now he's like, I got hired and I'm white, but they still made you work in the stock
And
room.
I actually only got hired because of my friend was hot, and he was a manager.
Oh.
So he hired me, but then the other managers wouldn't let me work in the store. And I was
she's
really
cool.
good at folding and making the displays and stuff. I was part of the team that came in when the store closed and made those jean walls and design the mannequin displays.
But like if a person
It was
were
very
to,
important.
if a person were to start coming in like a shopper, you'd have to go hide in the back. Like
I would have to cover my hair over my face and go, and then run back.
scurry off. That is so sad,
I would
but
have to
true.
pretend to be a mannequin.
Quick, throw some clothes on her, hide her.
All right, Klein, since you love a pop-up and Jake has not shut up about this show, I wanted to mention this Apple TV Dark Matter immersive experience that just got announced. It's happening this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So if you see this giant black box in the middle of Century City Mall, it is not the new Piercing Pagoda opening up. It's this show. And if you've seen the show, the whole thing is like this big black box that you can get in it, and it'll take you to infinite universes depending on which door you open. So
And
it's
see how your life would have turned out doing the variety.
So you go in a replica of the box, and then you can kind of have this like 4D experience and choose what path you want to take.
I hope it takes me right to the food court in that mall.
I hope it would take Jake to not celibacy anymore.
Oh, Jake, you should go just to see. I mean, I know obviously it's just a gimmick to promote the show, but you should. I feel like
What? It's not real.
it's not. Well, maybe it is.
That is immersive.
We should send Jake there and see if maybe there's any. I mean, listen, any other possibility would be better than your current existence,
Any
right?
other infinite Jake is happier than this Jake.
There's a universe where that box is real.
They're probably this is where Jake gets all nerdy and weird and tries to convince us the show is actually real.
Is
because
there a universe where Jake doesn't cut his own hair?
I don't think so. Unfortunately, yeah,
They did a
maybe.
good job.
Maybe that box will take you to a Fantastic Sam, so you can take care of that problem immediately. I mean, we should
nice.
we should hide a barber in that box to take care of Jake. Yeah, we should. I'm shocked you're not even there. I feel like a guy like you would be sleeping in that thing.
If they let me, I'll go.
Well, that doesn't open yet. It's going to open this weekend.
All right, well, I'm sure we'll hear all about it. I don't want to give Jake too much credit, but I happen it's a good show.
Yeah.
And I'm not a sci-fi guy. You know me. I don't like it. If it's not real, there's not hot naked people on it, I'm not usually into it.
I would think that somebody like you would find it too confusing.
I was a little
and
confused.
not enough breasts.
That is one, but one of the boxes, Allie, I feel like will get us there. That's all I'm saying. Jake, all right, we'll have to figure out a way to get you down there. Jake will get all
We
boned
should
up.
figure out a way for him to
We kick off a brand new hour of the show, and we do it right now here on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
I am a new listener. I'm usually like a hip-hop R&B girl. Their stuff is boring. I just like listening to you guys in the morning.
Get it on.
Chicken tenders.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh, yeah, welcome to KROQ, Klein Alley Show on a Tuesday morning, just after 7 o'clock. Got a decent one planned for you today. Believe it or not, we will get you into the third now Imagine Dragons show that was added. They changed the marquee outside the Hollywood Bowl. 2 shows, just not enough for Imagine Dragons. You got hit after hit after hit. Might as well do a third show. We will get you into that third show happening, I believe, October 26th, maybe? Hold on, I have it here. I have notes. We'll get you into the Hollywood Bowl to see Imagine Dragons on October 26th. I was right. Plus, 4-pack of tickets, Wild Rivers coming up, Private Cabana, $100 food beverage credit. And the beginning, it can finally start, Allie, but as we are now officially 1 month away from 4th of July, it is now officially firework or gunshot season in Southern California.
Oh, man. The next door apps are going to be lighting up all month long. What sound was that?
We've turned it into a fun game, but really we're doing this more than anything else to prepare you so that the next time you're with a group of people and everyone freaks out and goes, "What was that?" You can say, "Oh, no, don't worry.
I've already done this.
I've done this. I know what that is. That's called Eagle, Freedom Eagle. It's a firework. I've heard that one before. So we'll get you ready starting today on the show.
By the way, 310 had a great point about what we were just talking about with back knee being a side effect of this male birth control. I think this is a plus. This is a strategic side effect of the male birth control because we all know women love popping pimples on guys' backs. And they like love it. So it's sort of like an aphrodisiac. That makes sense.
Man, that is right. A woman.
Is that right?
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Really?
They love it.
It's not cool to stereotype people, but let's be honest. 100% of all women always love.
100% no way.
Yeah.
I would hate it.
Vanessa, you don't know what you're talking about.
I know.
You
Hell
love
no.
it. You love popping and pruning and priming and preening and all that stuff.
I had this huge cyst, and that's the last time Elizabeth wanted to touch me was the popping.
Oh, man.
Jake, that may be your next experiment, dude. We just got to put a bunch of like fake growth. We should go to like a Hollywood makeup guy, put a bunch of weird growths all over your body, and just.
Yeah, she was mad. I bought them myself.
We should send Jake.
Come home looking like
Send Jake home like he's got boils.
And then it's like, bow, bow, bow,
Yeah.
bow.
Yeah, and she'll be like, "Ooh, Jake."
Don't touch me.
Dude, there are so many women who love doing this, and they will watch those Dr. Pimple Popper videos and just go down a rabbit hole of popping zits. It's disgusting.
I don't know what the psychological reason is behind that. I think it may go back to like, if you look at like, videos of chimpanzees where they're always kind of priming, rubbing each other or
Right.
popping stuff or whatever. They're picking gnats out of each other's hair. I don't really know how it works. But it feels like it must be that because I can't imagine any sort of if you were to look at a video of two adults doing that,
yes,
it's
to do with any
absolutely
of that.
disgusting.
It's so gross. But they just want to get it. Just want to pop it.
We'll unload GOAT in a moment, and we'll get into these messages on the GOAT line with a very, maybe the most feel-good message we've ever received. And I think that the world could use this right now. So we'll get to that after this on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show. We got tickets for you to go to that just added Imagine Dragons third show, Hollywood Bowl. We'll make that happen. We couldn't give those away. We tried to, but had a loser, big fat loser during the game. Firework or gunshot. So as a result, we'll give you a chance to win those tickets coming up. Also get you into No Values. And next hour, this is very exciting because the return of Netflix or Notflix could score you access to a cabana, a food credit, food, drink, and, of course, all the wild rivers you can handle. So we got that for you as well. Right now, though, what's going on in the world? It's time for your news.
Grab your Adderall, because if you don't, someone else will. It's time for ADD News. Now, does anyone have any Adderall?
All right. If you've ever bought something simply because of the calories, you might want to hear this. Even though something on a restaurant menu says, hey, this burrito is 300 calories, doesn't really mean that it's 300 calories a lot of the time. In fact, Chipotle was sued for this very thing years ago, and it turned out that burrito was closer to 1,000 calories.
What?
Yeah.
That's such a huge difference.
I know. Apparently, it was their new chorizo burrito, and they said it was 300 calories, and then they did a test, and it was 1,000, and they were like, sorry, we meant just the chorizo.
Oh, my God.
Well,
So they needed to be a lot more clear, which is the problem. But now Kroger is being sued because the calorie displays are misleading and inaccurate on a lot of their products, specifically their Carb Master white bread. On the front of the
that's one
bag,
of Allie's nicknames.
Carb Master. I am the Carb
We
Master.
call Allie Carb Master White Bread behind her back.
The front of the bag says that each slice is 30 calories. But if you turn it around and look at the nutrition facts, it says 50 calories. So there's already a discrepancy literally on the bag. It's not like they're trying to hide it. They're just being stupid. So now they're cracking down on more of this stuff because they're finding that a lot of products and a lot of restaurants are using the calories as kind of like an enticer to people who are trying to watch their weight. And then they buy something because of that when it's not even accurate.
My wife went through this phase where I would go and open up the snack area, and it would be all these 100-calorie packs, but it was like food I knew, like Chips Ahoy and Oreos.
Dude,
And-
that does not work.
But right, and you'd open it up, and there'd be like 3 little ones that pour into
you
your
end
hand.
up eating 10 bags.
And I was like, well, this is insanity. Because, but that's where they get you on the 100-calorie pack, because I think you can burn 100 calories just by...
100 calories is like the perfect marketing tool.
Right, because you go like, no harm, no
It's like
foul.
those little skinny pop things. I'm like,
Right.
it's 100 calories.
But
That's
Omar's
nothing.
right. I could polish off a couple boxes of those and then drive to the store.
A
And
couple boxes.
well, of course.
No,
'cause
he's right. They're all filled with air. They make the bags all puffy.
Yeah,
I'm like, what are you doing?
There's just nothing in there. Like you pull
Yeah.
it, you pours it in your hand, Allie. There's still so much room in my hand for the rest of it. There's nothing else comes out.
It makes me so angry.
I hold the
Yeah.
bag up to the light. Like if I hold it up at the right angle, more stuff will come out of it. There's nothing left in there.
Meanwhile, those seaweed packs, they're like, you
Oh.
could eat 400 of these and it's still 60 calories.
Totally.
And you're like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm good.
Those are sitting in my cabinet right now, untouched.
Last year, I threw a whole box away. My kids were like, "Yeah, Leo, let's do that." My wife was like, "Yeah, no." At Trader Joe's, and then it was like $20 worth of seaweed we threw
Oh,
away.
man.
I mean, the ocean's full of it. Even the fish are swimming by going,
I
we're
know,
good.
they're like, I think we're cool
I'd
on
rather
that.
eat this hook with meat on it. The fish are
I
really...
know I'm going to die
Yeah.
when I eat this.
The fish
and
are
I would
making a
rather-
choice every day. I could have all this seaweed I want. It's all right here. Or I could take this thing that's definitely attached to a hook, and it's going to kill me.
Yeah.
And they go, I don't want the seaweed.
And doing the teriyaki wasabi flavor, that doesn't help.
Doesn't change
All
much.
right, it helps for like one sheet.
Oh.
All right, people have gotten pretty creative with crime in the last year. People are now stealing phone poles, and there's a new string of fire hydrant thefts in South LA. And then you have people that are just simply acting a fool and testing their limits. And I'm going to share this story with you. This happened in the early hours of this morning, and you tell me whether or not you think this person was arrested for what they did.
Bizarre standoff in downtown Los Angeles overnight involving a man who climbed on top of a bus and refused to come down. This happened on Pico Boulevard near Flower Street. Over the course of nearly 4 hours, the man was seen running back and forth on top of the bus, even doing push-ups at one point.
And do you think that he was arrested?
I think people are just thrilled someone's using public transportation in the city.
No, but they say if you waste the police's time, that's a crime in itself, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't think Ali would
it's
ask the
technically
question.
illegal what he did.
Yeah, he did. But I'm going to say he was probably told, it's cool. You're just trying to work out.
What? Really?
Yeah.
See, I thought when he was doing push-ups, I was like, viral video.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this guy's either on drugs or he's a YouTuber, and I'm not really sure which.
The man eventually climbed down on his own. That happened about 2 a.m. this morning. He was not arrested. It's unclear why he decided to climb on top of the bus.
So there you go. That's
Not
what's happening.
arrested. Wow.
I think that's the thing is because a lot of these, like when that building was tagged and 200 different people were tagging it from all these different locations, they had all driven in to do a big mass tagging and barely anybody was arrested. I think it was like, oh, I can do whatever I want. And then the street takeovers, too, a lot of those don't result in
Yeah,
arrests.
you're right.
And then all of the retail theft that was going on,
But
the
you know
smash
why?
and grab
But
robberies.
you know why that is. It's the number. It's because I have said it is the worst thing in the entire world, and people try to avoid it. What is the worst thing in the entire world?
Paperwork?
That's right.
Yeah,
And if
you're right.
if you decide to go ahead and arrest, you've got to fill out paperwork. And the officer's going, do I really want to do paperwork? It's 2 a.m. What did the guy
he
really?
murdered, but I don't want to do the paperwork. I mean, how
right.
far does it go?
I think it goes all the way to the top. I mean, if there's a murderer out there, you're like, God, there's a lot of paperwork for that murderer.
Ted Bundy had to kill like the 17th person for them to be like,
All right, fine.
Fine.
It's ironic that today Shohei Ohtani's interpreter is due in court and is expected to plead guilty to embezzling money from Shohei. It's ironic that that's happening today, and it's also the same day that a Padre has been banned for life
Good,
for
I hate that team.
betting on his own sport.
Oh, you wronged me, Padres, and you will forever feel the wrath of being on my enemy list. And guess what? Since you've been on my enemy list, things have not gone great for you. And this is a black eye on your entire organization.
Okay, well,
Wow, dude, relax.
hey, Klein is tough on crime. All right?
I guess so.
When it has nothing to do with him. Tucupito Marcano has been given a lifetime ban for
Scumbag.
betting on baseball, and 4 other players have been suspended for 1 year, all for betting on MLB games, but not betting on their own team.
Yeah, you're very scummy operation there, San Diego Padres. Just remember that. You remember what you're doing. It is unacceptable. It's a black eye on the sport. It's a terrible, terrible organization.
You said black eye, right?
I said black guy. I want to make that very clear. No, I said black guy. It's a terrible organization. Thank you for clearing that up. We get into a brand new hour of the show, and we do it next right here on KROQ.
Klein, Alley,
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ.
KROQ. Hosier, Too Sweet, KROQ. In 5 minutes' time, get you into No Values happening this weekend, Pomona Fairgrounds. We will. That's going to be so great because not only, Allie, do you get to see all the bands. I mean, I was trying to count. I can't even count that high. It's happening Pomona Fairplex Saturday.
Did you get your tickets?
I sent an email, but I have not heard back yet.
I heard back. I got mine.
Really?
Did you really?
Yep.
How many did you get? How many did you get, Omar?
1 pair.
Why
wanna be my
don't you
plus
two,
one?
Yeah, why don't you two go together and bro out?
Are we general or are we?
Oh, I have no idea, dude. I don't care about that.
I only want to go
Klein
general.
only cares. If
Only
it's a
general.
seat.
I don't want anything important. I want to be right in the back. That's where I like it. Original Misfits, Social D, Bad Religion, Sublime, so many others, and your tickets coming up the
Man.
second we're done with this ADD news. And,
Jake, are you jealous that they're going to be the real radio bros?
That's not true. We're bros.
Palling out
well,
together?
I don't want to get into this now, Allie. But this is option A. Is this option B? And Jake is trying to convince me to go with him to a Magic the Gathering tournament on Saturday.
He don't even know how to play.
I know. and nor would I ever want to go. But I said to him, Jake, it's an interesting proposition to go play Magic the Gathering for the first time ever. But
Yeah, Modern Horizons 3 release.
Yeah, whatever that means. But I said also there's all the great...
That's as general as it gets.
Yeah, every band that I would ever want to see at the same place at the same time.
You can do both.
No, because your dumb thing is at 11 in the morning.
Yeah, and then you're not going to go to that family values thing or no values thing until
Family
later.
values.
I am going to No Values early. I'll
Dude,
be
like
there.
the Aqua Bats are like at 1:30 or something like that. They're
I'm
going
not-
on super early.
I'm not missing anything if I go to that, Jake. Sorry.
Klein, you can go to the Nerd Convention and No Values.
Not Nerd Convention. It's Modern Horizons 3 pre-release presented by Ultra Pro.
Nerd Convention.
It's called Virgin Palooza, and it's happening, so No Values.
It's called No Vaginas.
Right. No Values or no pussy. It's the choice is yours.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. Does anybody else smell that? Oh, wait, it's me.
All right. At what age, this is fitting, do people lose their virginity? Apparently...
Jake, what are you, 48 or something? I don't know.
At what age do people regain their virginity? Because it's been so long since they had sex. So apparently the age at which people lose their virginity
guess?
is changing, and the average age differs throughout the world.
Okay, I think the age is going up, which is going to be which
It
is
is.
weird to say because you would think people have so much access, but I don't think people know how to communicate face to face anymore.
How old were you before I reveal the answer? Were you when you lost yours?
Well, 16 technically.
Yeah, technically. What does that mean? Is that what was on your driver's license?
No, I mean 16 was like the act was done, but it was not done well. Not that I got much better at it over the years, but it was kind of like I don't think she probably would have counted it, to be honest.
There's so many sexes that you've had that were not counted by the females that you had
18
sex with.
was the real. That was the real one. Where it was like
That was like the 20-seconder.
almost. Yeah.
So at 16, it was what, like 2
16
seconds?
was yes. It was like oh man, and we're doing this. I think, and
And
she's
then it
like,
was
that's
just
not
done.
it, and I was like, that's not it. What? I was like, it's got to be it.
All right, so Klein put his D on a toilet paper roll at 16.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if it was 16 or not. It may have been 18.
Okay.
16 was like, I got to call this girl, Lauren. I got to ask her.
Because you don't know what you
I'm
put
not
your
su-
D in.
I think it was.
Okay.
She said it was, but it was not
It wasn't
great.
like that was my leg, and then you were just done.
At first it was not the right area. I thought it was.
Why are you making fun of Jake when this is your
Oh, I was-
first
Yeah, no kidding.
I was because Allie, I was 16. Like, I
Yeah, but
didn't-
you still know what hole goes
No,
where.
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Okay.
18, I figured it out. Took me 2 years.
Okay, so the countries with the lowest average in the world were... What is the happiest country every year?
Oh, Finland or
Finland.
Iceland or whatever.
Yeah, Finland, Norway, Denmark, and Sweden all had the lowest age. It was an average of 16 years old. In Iceland,
That's why
it
they're
was
so
15.
happy. That's why
Yeah.
they're all so happy.
In America, it's 18 years old.
That's the average.
That's the average. So I think a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to head to college a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
So if I haven't had it by 18, I'm going to have it before I go to college. Then you
Well,
have...
plus there's a reason why the 18 thing, Allie, obviously.
Well, I'm Chris Hansen.
Right?
Age of consent.
Right.
Yeah, right. Okay,
Right.
got it. And then on the older spectrum, you have China, India, Singapore, and Malaysia are all waiting until 22 years of age, meaning they go through all of college without sex.
Yeah, that's rough.
I mean, I can't imagine. Like, college is where I had the most sex that I've ever had in my life. It was like 4 years of just constant sex.
I think they're doing other stuff though.
What, like
I've
studying?
seen those videos.
Soaking?
No. Yeah, they're doing or stuff with eels.
Oh, yep. Omar's right. Omar's right.
That's
Definitely.
a different chart.
Definitely
I
right.
don't have that one, I guess. All right, you know how I don't have an enemy list, but Klein does? He's got a lot of enemies on his list. He was just talking about the Padres and how they're on his list.
Oh,
But
they sure are.
one person-
Life's not going great for you, is it, Padres? Huh?
all Padres.
Banned for life.
You've got a what on your record?
Black eye.
I have openly, though, talked crap about James Corden, specifically his diva-like behavior at a Hosier show at the Troubadour that happened, I believe, last year. Now, since he has left the Late Late Show and now he lives abroad, he is attempting to be a hero. Apparently, there was a flight that he was on that was having some kind of a problem where the flaps
Yeah,
on
couldn't
the plane...
take off because he was on it. That was the flight. That was the problem, probably, right?
The airplane wings, you know how they have those flaps on them?
Yeah, they said, we quit.
They
Get this fat Brit off our plane.
I'm not doing this. This is just ridiculous.
Right. What happened?
The flaps wouldn't go up or down. They're supposed to move up and down depending on where you're taking off or landing or whatever. And they wouldn't. So anyway, they got stuck on the tarmac for like 3 hours. And then they eventually came and said, hey, this plane is not safe. Everyone has to leave. They offered everybody hotels. But apparently James Corden was like a hero, and he was going up and down the aisles, cracking jokes with people and taking selfies, and everyone was like, he really lightened the mood. And then when everyone got off the flight, they couldn't find any personnel to like direct them to the right place and tell them that they were being compensated. And James Corden ended up being like the spokesperson for the group, being like, hello, this is not right.
He missed the spotlight.
You need to help people. And what about this family here that's been sitting here for hours, and you need to help them out. And so I think he's trying to turn his reputation around. So he's like, I can't be the dick in this scenario because everyone expects that of me.
If I'm sitting on a tarmac for 3 hours and all of a sudden this guy starts going, time for tarmac karaoke.
Corden is here.
I would jump right into the engine immediately. All right, let's get into a brand new hour of the show right now. Make it worth your while. No Values happening on Saturday. Pomona Fairplex, we get you in. Caller 20, 800-520-1067. We kick off a brand new hour of KROQ right now.
Klein Alley Show.
Hey guys, I successfully finished my chemo.
Cancer Schmancer. At the club.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, a brand new hour of KROQ starts right now. What was that article they wrote about you and James Corden in the Daily Mail? What they call
American
you?
Trash Talker.
Oh, that's right. American Trash Talker. That's what they called Allie. They called her an American Trash Talker when she badmouthed Corden. And then she got reached for comment or something. That was great. Oh, man, I can't believe that didn't turn into a bigger thing.
James Corden hits back after a U.S. trash talker accuses him of being a diva.
Yeah, Allie's a trash talker.
Yeah, I'm a U.S. trash
You're
talker.
listening to a Klein Trash Talker show. It's KROQ. It's a brand new hour. Nice to meet you. I'm Klein. There's the trash talker. We call her Allie. You got the DJ Omar Khan right there.
We also call her Poogers.
We also call her Poogers. That's right. She's got
And Cardmaster White Bread.
That's right. Cardmaster White
Focus
Bread.
on U.S. trash
got a
talker.
lot of
It's
names.
edgy.
A lot of new nicknames on the show. It's an interesting text message here from someone who's, I guess, a new listener, and they said that they find themselves strangely codependent to this show now after giving up on radio and said there's going to be nothing good ever. They gave up. They said it's over. And then they found the other shows to be so unlistenable that they gave us a shot, and now they found themselves, what was this, 818? I want to give this person credit. I've lost the text now. It's moved on.
Oh, hold on. I found it. This is 714. Here, I've got it right here. Hold on. Let me just scroll up.
Come on, Poogers.
Let's go. Let's go, Poogers.
I'm not going to continue if you keep calling me Poogers.
Poogers.
Let's go.
I scrolled the dial and realized how bad all the other radio shows are out there.
Facts.
I determined that you guys might be the best. I am officially codependent on you guys.
Yeah, thank you. 714, appreciate that.
I'm
I know
not going anywhere I'll never leave.
technically that's an insult because they're saying that radio is so bad that we're the least of the bad. But I think what they're actually saying is now they are codependent. And we are codependent on you as
Fine,
well.
I never wanted to be the best. I just wanted to be the least worst.
That's right. We want to be the least worst. And that's why that woman said to us, do more better. That woman who yelled at us about something you said on the radio.
You guys need to do more better.
There she is.
That's all we're trying to do, lady. We're trying to do more better by being the least worst. Do you hear us?
Y'all are disrespectful.
Yeah, okay.
I think it is extremely rude, disrespectful, and hurtful.
That is the goal. Hey, Luke.
Nothing pleasant was about that.
Thank you. Sorry, Luke.
That's my new favorite.
Listening to some of
Nothing pleasant was about that.
one of our many fans out there. Hey, Luke, welcome to KROQ. How goes it?
I'm going pretty good. How about yourself?
It's about to go a lot better for you. You're caller 20.
Do I hear the ADD bet still playing?
Yep.
Yeah, that's possible.
Okay. All
We
right.
got to do more better, guys. Hey, Luke,
Like you said, least worst.
Luke, you're caller 20. You're going to go to No Values this Saturday, all right?
That is awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching some of our radio show. We've got to get these cameras back to Best Buy before the 30 days runs out. So in the meantime, you can check out our radio show, which is available to listen to every day live on KROQ or the podcast.
Yes, if you download and subscribe to the podcast, you can save a morning show in need.
That's us.
We're very much in need. We're thirsty. Thirst trap.